What's up, people? In this video, we have another mystery video to me. Somebody told me to watch this. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, I saw this pop up on my feed. This guy's a hoot. Alright, I guess I'll do this video. I'm doing so many videos of this guy, he's going to think I have like an unhealthy obsession with him. I mean, like I've said before, I do actually like, or I don't really watch his videos anymore just because like I spend so much time watching other YouTube videos now. I kind of hate myself about that, but I used to watch a lot of his videos. Like I know about him basically. And he was, I've said this before also, but like an inspiration, an inspiration for me to start making videos again because he's not like a fake excited YouTuber, I guess. Okay, VP. We will do you the courtesy of watching and commenting. Health falling apart as a vegan, back to carnivore diet, question mark. SEO game strong.
You know, even though that flat sun that's embedded in our dome is only like 40 miles above the earth, it still inspires me, warms my heart. So it's been about a month and a half since I went so vegan. Just when I go clothes shopping now, I try to buy a t-shirt, I pick out a red shirt, it turns into a white robe, and I have to buy it. I'm forced to, because I'm better than most people. It's not my fault. I want to cross, but they're all red. Do I just go? Can I do that? What are they going to do? Everybody's just, oh God, oh no. So there's been a lot of positives so far, but a lot of negatives as well. And I've been looking back to my carnivore days thinking, was it really so bad? So today we talk about it, the upsides and the downswings of nature and life. What was better on the carnivore diet? Would I ever go back? And does Santa Claus love us all equally?
I am a vegan, you are a loser.
So first we gotta state the obvious. Obviously, I was in a colitis flare-up, so we can't fully compare. It's not like we can say, oh, carnivore, I was so healthy, and then vegan, oh, you're dying. I was attacked by my own ass. Still hurts a bit. Still some pain, just right upon release. Therefore, release thou. Right before it happens. That's where all the pain is. But it's funny, all this fiber I'm eating now, I feel it nowhere. It's like no pain from the fiber, whereas carnivore, if I had half an avocado, I'd be like, oh, the anti-nutrients, it's the oxalates, it's the salicylates too, the phytic acid. Most carnivores have the digestive strength of an ostrich baby, in its egg, in the egg, and then it just slurps the yolk. But now it's like no pain happening until that final moment. It's like, oh God, oh, hurry, stop. It hurts, but in a good healing way, like exploding your bowels, stretching it out like a yoga pose. So let's talk about it. So we'll just start from the head and work our way down to the toes, like goat cankle toes. My scalp was very itchy most of my vegan journey. I was like allergic reactions.
Okay, so this guy is a master at like getting people to be like emotionally involved in like his life, basically. Like not a dig against him. Like I'm actually impressed. Like 30,000 views. This was published 2 days ago. I haven't seen how many comments are on this. I'm gonna guess 1,500 comments or 2,000 comments, right? 1,500 comments, okay? Like 5% of the people who watched this video left a comment, all right? To give you an idea, that is insane, right? It's like insane. Okay, what does that mean? People are very like caught up in his story, okay? Just because like, you know, he's vegan, he's carnivore, he's vegan, he's carnivore, try some other like random shit. It's very engaging, right? Because like, you know, I don't know, he's like playing on the whole battle between them. Yeah, like I've said this before about his videos, like he's got a hernia mesh that is going to kind of like mess up any sort of results that you're trying to do. Should have that removed like ASAP. Like I don't know how, like, I don't know why he hasn't done it. Is it so? Okay, so the one thing, I don't know why he hasn't done it, and then I'm trying to think. I'm like, okay, what could be the possible reasons? And then what I thought, the next thought after that is like, and this may be bad to say, but a lot of people get attached to their problems. They get like attached to their illnesses, and it's like, for example, with him, you know, his whole channel is about his health problems, right? Or his journey to better health, whatever you want to call it. So like, let's say he gets the mesh out and he's like perfectly fine. He's like a normal human being. What is he going to talk about, right? Is like subconsciously maybe what he's thinking. So it could be that, or just like not wanting to deal with the surgery, because you know you always have a risk when you do surgery. But I would get it out. Like, you know, I wouldn't want to live with that. Anyway, yeah, let's.
I'm not sure what's happening. It mostly went away on the carnivore diet, but I still got the histamine response. People talk about anti-nutrients in plants. How about in animal products? All aged foods. Just, I do not do well with fermented foods. The sauerkraut, I'll get a little itch. A little itch here. The sausages, if I've ever tried that, bacon. It's like I was itchy on the carnivore diet. But if I stuck to like just the freshest meat possible, like, okay, that calmed down. So initially, when going vegan, all the itchiness came back, and my scalp, like I get acne on my scalp, like bumps everywhere, and it hurt. The dandruff came back. That's one thing. Carnivore got rid of all my dandruff, and then that came back. This wind is a bitch. Help. This warm breeze. Help. My skin was better on a carnivore diet. Got worse on a vegan diet, but it will get better. I believe. I hold hope alive in my heart, because I believe. Oh my God, is that a pony? Is that a pony of belief? Just let the pony of belief in your heart know that you will get better on your deficient diet, even if it's vegan. Unicorns are looking after you. My eyes are a lot clearer now, though. They're whiter. The whites are whiter, and I'm no longer getting that pink eye, that strap as well, and it just would not go away on the carnivore diet. So I think it's also the liver, the clearness of your eyes. Just look in the mirror. If you see like you're glossed over, especially if you have like a yellow tint, your liver is burdened, my friend. Unburdened, thou heart. My sinuses are still clear. Remember that? I used to get the clogged sinuses on a vegan diet. Then carnivore cleared it up. Still clear. But for those who are theorizing that it's the plant toxins, it's the oxalates clogging up your nose, get a grip of your reality. You'll drive a bus to a carnival, bitch. My mind is definitely not as sharp. We do have the vegan brain fog going on, but I do believe there's moments of clarity. Like right now I feel fairly clear. But there's definitely moments where I'm just like stupid and I can't talk. Jump cuts every couple seconds, but that's what we gotta do here. It's not that I can't keep a sentence going, it's just that I stop it sometimes. Then we pick it back up. Nobody knows.
I think that's kind of interesting. Like, okay, so, you know, I've done, what time is it now? It's like 11:30 in the morning, my time. I've been doing these videos like for 4 hours, right? I can still speak. Well, now I'm actually like, I don't know. In this video, I need a break after this one for sure, is the point. But anyway, the point is that, and I also take, you know, drugs and nootropics that like help with my verbal fluency. So maybe that's also part of it. I don't think he does. He seems like a very natural person. But in terms of like comparing when you're doing vegan or carnivore or like any of these like eating protocols, I will say that, you know, I like I said, I have watched some of his other videos, and I remember watching him eat a few meals, right, when he was carnivore. He put a ton of ketchup on it, which is not good for you. Like, you know, it's just not, like, why? And he's eating twice a day, so you're like, what's it called? You're bogging down your digestive system. It's too busy, basically. And you can't, what do they call it? Ignite autophagy. Which sounds like a joke when I say it like that, because it's such like a YouTube buzzword now, but it's true. You know, you actually can't. So again, my prescription for vegetable police, like I don't even really need to watch the rest of the video. I will, but like my prescription for him is the same prescription that I give literally to everybody in every situation. Like, you have an eating disorder, do this. You're fat, do this. You're underweight, do this. Like it's the same for everyone. Okay. Like I need to figure out how to make money from this somehow. Eat once a day, eat raw meat, and do resistance training. There, I just solved your health problem. Whatever it is, I solved it, okay? And for him, I don't know, maybe like have some raw eggs if that's easier on your stomach. I know he almost died from eating that raw egg one time. I'm not really sure why. It was after a 21-day fast, so like maybe there was like some virus in there that his body couldn't handle because he was so weak. I don't really know. But like if there's viruses in raw eggs, which there probably are, because there's viruses in everything, like fucking bacteria everywhere. Like, we're all covered all the time. But I think if you're in a weakened state and your like immune system can't handle it, then you're basically fucked. Anyway, yeah, that's my like prescription. Also, homie, get some sun. What is this? Oh, you guys can't see this. Well, whatever. Next time he's in like this part of the frame, like the dude is pale. Like, get out more. And that's actually something that I think I should add to my like health suggestions for everyone. Eat raw meat, eat once a day, do resistance training, and get some sun. Like every day, get at least like, I don't know, an hour. Is that too much to ask to like go outside for an hour a day? I don't know.
Notices brain deterioration happening at full speed. I feel like the vegan diet just mobilizes those heavy metals in the brain, and at times when it's happening, you feel stupid in the face. There's a gopher of hope. I saw a gopher. He was a gopher. We're gonna get him. Where is he? Is he still? He's nowhere to be seen. He's in the Garden of Eden. God damn you, gopher of hope. You stole my hope.
Oh, dog, come on.
It's actually pretty good. Orange, spinach, turmeric, ginger. I could do without the spinach and the turmeric, I'll tell you that much, but they're healing. Plants heal. Meat feels your genitalia. So I just got back from a workout and it was worse, for sure. I'm weaker as a vegan, that's one of the symptoms. But it's my vegan version that I'm doing. This is like fruit cleansing, heavy metal, fake removal, viruses that don't eat, making me stop them eat. None of what I do is real. But I do it. It's funny, I get so many comments from the carnivore group that say, oh my god, do you remember how skinny he was as a vegan? He was so sickly looking, he was so skinny. Can you believe it? Remember when he went carnivore in Thailand? He was just so strong, so powerful. Just the power coming off him. Couldn't believe it. Do you remember it? Let's just bring it back to reality for a second. Here's me as a vegan. This is my last known vegan picture before I went carnivore. I looked pretty decent. And then here's me at my peak as a carnivore. This is right before the water fast. Everything went downhill after that, but before that, that was my peak. Yeah, I gained some muscle for sure. I gained a bit of size, but it's not this dramatic difference that people keep, oh, he was so skinny and now so strong. It's like, it's nothing like that. It's like, yeah, he gained some muscle. Would I have gained similar amounts as a vegan if I just pushed on? Maybe slightly less. Like, it wasn't a huge difference, but this is fruit boy bitch diet now. So we gotta slide down a notch. I'm definitely weaker and tired. Brings us to the next point. I'm tired. Help.
So like, oh god, it's gonna take forever. Basically, like, you know, I guess let's call it body composition is something that I think is important to look at when you're trying to determine if something is healthy or not. But body composition is really just like an indicator of your performance or your performance capability, if you want to call it that. Like what you can do. Form follows function is what they say. So like, all right, let's say you look exactly the same on carnivore versus vegan, using those two as examples. But on vegan, you have like an itchy scalp, you're getting pimples on your head, you have no energy, you have brain fog, and like, you know, all these other problems, right? And on carnivore, you know, sometimes your stomach hurts when you eat an avocado. Like, were there other negatives to this? I'm not sure. So like, you have to look at everything, right? Not just like, and I understand he's responding to all these people who commented, right? And also, like I said before, I think the sun thing, I think that's very important and not to be overlooked.
I've never slept worse in my life. This past couple months, it's been a nightmare. I'm not weak. I'm muscle-based. I'll pee like 5 times a night. I got diabetes so hard. Diabetes 6. Where your kidneys dance on sugar, piles of sugar that they stored. It hurts. It's something to do with that heavy metal detox smoothie or the potato meal that I'm having a couple hours after it. But something just makes me pee forever through the night after that. It's like, I can pee a good 15 times after that meal. It's like, am I digesting my food through my urinary tract? Is my first question for Flat Earth Santa if you don't have time. Couldn't be the liters of fruit juice you drink. No. Don't you dare make that correlation. You're wrong. So my sleep has been terrible. It just takes me so long to fall asleep. And it feels like I'll pee 5 times before falling asleep. Like I'll just lay there and pee. I got a pee jar. It's not even big enough. I need a bigger one. I'm gonna upgrade that soon. So that's fun. Things to look forward to in my life. How are you doing? What are you gonna get? Something better than a pee jar? I doubt it. I've just been so exhausted. It comes and goes, but like that was my major complaint on the carnivore diet. I was tired. I was so tired. After I ate, and then for the rest of the day, usually I felt amazing in the morning. And I could walk around and do stuff and work out and go to the beach and come back feeling on top of the world, and I eat and I'm dead. But compared to this, fatigue, just this is next level dread. We're working on it. I feel like lights are in tunnels and I can see them, but there's a lot of left turns. I go back a lot. So it's like a maze. I'm a mouse in a maze. And I can't find the cheese because I'm allergic to cheese. But I'll make it through the maze of life. My nails are stronger now as a vegan, so it's not a protein issue. I was hoping that on the carnivore diet, it's like, oh, I'm super strong, protein. Nails too, yeah, nails are protein. No, they're minerals. And the green juice, the celery juice, all that is strengthening my nails. They used to crack easily on the carnivore diet by like 100 milligrams of calcium a day. If you can tolerate raw milk, then maybe you got something going in there, balanced boy. But I can't. But overall, I felt better on the carnivore diet for sure. Just in all aspects, there were some serious problems, organ deterioration on another level. But overall, if you're just going by how you feel, you're not paying attention to blood tests, you're not worrying about facial features deteriorating before your eyes, then yeah, it's a fantastic diet.
So I'm not sure what he's talking about, facial features deteriorating before your eyes. I don't know what that's in reference to. Was that like he got wrinkles or something? I'm not sure. I don't know what that's about. But I think he brought up an interesting point just now. He's like, if you're just going based on, oh my god, I have the hiccups now. Great. If you're just going based on how you feel, then it's better. And if you're going by like blood tests and stuff like that, then, you know, vegan is better. And, you know, honestly, now that I think about it, that seems to be like the main point of contention between these two diets, right? It's like, okay, you can do vegan and maybe you'll feel a little bit worse physically and it's more inconvenient and blah blah blah, but you have better blood tests and like all these studies and like numbers prove that like it's amazing and whatever. Okay, or you can do carnivore and feel better and maybe you get like a worse blood test, but like your quality of life overall is better, and people will use that as an indicator of health, right? And again, you have the like additional dimension of like maybe all of these all of these studies basically, they're talking about meat consumption or meat eaters, right? And let's be real, like the vast majority of people who eat meat are not healthy people. The vast majority of human beings are not healthy people, right? And people who like even have like a single step in choosing what they eat, like beyond just like, oh, I'm hungry, what's that like red and yellow sign over there, okay, I'll get their food in like 10 minutes and eat it. If you even have that like additional single step of like, is there meat in it, right? Is it natural? Something, anything, that's, I believe, going to automatically like increase your health, right? Plus, I guess you could say vegans and vegetarians, most of them, if they do it right, they focus more on eating natural foods, right? Like the whole implication is that it's more vegetables and fruits, right? But anyway, like I said, what video? In my durian rider video, I was like, blood tests it's like modern day fortune telling, like, okay, like you gave me a blood test, for example, and the numbers or one of the numbers is not good or in the unhealthy range or something, yet I'm able to perform at an extremely high level when I live this type of lifestyle. And if I change something that you claim to be good that will bring my numbers back in line, I'm not able to perform that well, right? The machine is not running as efficiently. So I guess you could say it just depends on how you want to make that like qualitative judgment, in my opinion. And this is why, like, look, I know we like watched him do a couple pull-ups. I know about his monkey strength thing. I don't want to like talk down his program, like, make your money do your thing. I think that these like low rep, high, let's call them high leverage calisthenics workouts, I think they're missing. Number one, there's no aerobic element to it whatsoever. Number two, it's not easy to do these, like to gain strength and make progress when you're doing like low rep calisthenics. It's not the same as like going to a gym and lifting weights, right? Your body is going to experience less benefit overall, less growth hormone release, or like whatever, all this bullshit that we have no way of testing anyway. Bottom line, it's going to be, you're not going to notice as many beneficial effects. Like number one, your body composition is not going to be as good doing 3 sets of like 5 pull-ups or 10 pull-ups or whatever, as opposed to if you go and you spend an hour in the gym, you do all these like random machines and like then you do some cardio. Like I think this monkey strength thing, I mean, I see the point. Like he doesn't want to go to the gym and he still wants to get stronger and he still wants to like look good. And there is something to be said about low rep. When I say high leverage, I mean like a 1-arm push-up, let's say, right? The reason why that's, I guess, good is because you're putting all of your leverage on like a 1 arm, right? So like it's making it harder to do it, and because it's harder, your body's going to have a stronger response to it in terms of adaptation. So that's kind of the point. But I think if that's not done, no offense to him or anything, like if he was going to like an adult gymnastics studio and he was like learning from essentially like, let's call it professionals or world-class athletes, or just even people who've been doing it for a long time, how to do it, and not just like doing exercises that he like Googled or something. Again, no offense to him, I love this guy, but like if you want to do these calisthenic workouts, go join an adult gymnastics gym and learn from people who actually know how to do who train calisthenics only, pretty much, yet are fucking jacked like to the gills, and are extremely fit and very flexible as well. Anyway, that's my whatever nitpicky recommendation. How did I even get on this topic?
It was delicious, satiating. Am I less satiated now? A little bit. Definitely eat some fruit. It's more enjoyable, these meals. Like, this is fantastic. The ginger and the orange, I love it. Don't love that turmeric in there. I just got that. That's a new addition. Anti-inflammatory. Fucking stupid. It's bitter. It's orange and bitter. But overall, like a crisp, sweet grape. It's just fantastic. The mango. Oh my god, right now. So lucky. Potatoes, I love them. And just like steamed. Well, pressure cooked, of course. And Instapot. Links are down below, of course. Like cauliflower and mushrooms. Like, oh my god, a mushroom. Just a plain boiled mushroom. Fantastic. Just bursting with flavor. Whereas meat is just like, take boiled meat and boiled potatoes. I prefer the potato. It's more comforting. The texture of it all. Meat is so greasy. My dishes, I don't have to wash greasy loser dishes anymore. Just going through a tub of dishwashing soap every day. Full tub. Would I ever do the carnivore diet again? I'm gonna give this a good year. I'm gonna give this a fair try to see, because right now we're still in like, holy shit, my colon almost fell apart phase. Heal that. And then if I feel like absolute shit in like 6 months still, and I see no improvement, I'm still breaking out, I'm just exhausted all day, I'm just like, okay, I've tried this shit. I'm going back to the carnivore diet. I would consider it, but I'd be worried. There's a couple reasons why I think the carnivore diet works. One, you eliminate pretty much every food that feeds pathogens. Meat does not feed. It might feed strep. Don't quote me on any of this. But viruses, if that is our problem, viruses, streptococcus, oh, that's a bacteria. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm doing. But the shingles virus, Epstein-Barr, all that shit, if that really is our problem, meat is high in several things that kill viruses, like zinc, selenium, the amino acid L-lysine. These are all supplements I'm taking. They're in meat. So that could be why people feel better. But can your liver handle it, all the fat? If you have a monkey liver, goose liver, that's really strong, maybe you can, and you'll be fine. I don't know. I don't have the answers. But I feel like my kidneys, if you have weak kidneys going into it, it's a problem. Every carnivore says, if you have healthy kidneys, protein's not a problem. Animal protein's no problem. What if you don't have healthy kidneys like me? I was walking into this thing compromised. And it's like, then they got worse and worse.
So a few things. Number one, and like, well, I guess that one person asked me to do this video, but like, again, here I am, like giving my unsolicited opinion to vegetable police. Will probably never even watch this video, but that said, I'm going to do it anyway. I think well, okay, to anybody out there who's like thinking of trying some health experiment or something, to do something for 6 months, like let's say you try something for a month and you feel awful, like you're like shitting blood or like whatever, like I don't, you have no energy, you have brain fog, like, and you're like that for a month. I would recommend not to do it for another 6 months. Like, how do you decide to do that? Like, is this for the views at this point? I don't think so. I think this is like just like a mistaken judgment, in my opinion. I think your body is very quick to adapt, and I think you can tell a lot sooner than 6 months if something is good for you. I'm not even talking like a month. I'm saying like, do I just have like a sensitive system that I notice these things? It's possible. But in my opinion, if you, let's say I take somebody, right, and they have all these problems, whatever, and I put them on the Yalapapi protocol, just, links in the description, not actually, but, they eat raw meat, they eat once a day, and they exercise doing resistance training in the gym, and they get some sun, you're going to notice a difference like that day or the next day. You know what I mean? This is not something that takes like 6 months to like notice or like cure your colon or like heal your kidneys or something. Which brings me to my next point. Having a strong liver, having strong kidneys, when you eat one meal a day, when you do like, what's it called? I guess controlled fasting or OMAD, whatever you want to call it, you're giving your body, let's say 23 hours to like repair all of the shit that's wrong with you. You're like damaged kidneys, or whatever, damaged liver. Those organs are like extremely good at repairing themselves, right? That's how we are like alive. So I think that's like really the solution to that. Like, again, like I said, this is like the solution to everybody's problem. This is why I repeat this in every single video. Eat raw meat, eat raw eggs, eat once a day, and now I'm going to start getting some sun, get some resistance training, and get some sun. That's it. Now it's 4 things. Oh my God. It's too much for you people, right? Yeah, I guess that's it.
Proven with blood tests and the kidney keto wise. You better watch that keto eye video and believe it everywhere. It's just basic common sense though. It's not like some conspiracy theory here. It's just animal protein eaten in excess creates byproducts, ammonia. Your kidneys have to release that. Uric acid as well. Your kidneys have to release that. If they can't, that's where you get the gout. It builds up. So you better have super kidneys, horse kidneys. Get a horse kidney transplant, then you can do the carnivore diet. Then the horse is a herbivore and they don't like to pee out meat meals. So you fucked yourself. So in my opinion, long term, the carnivore diet will break you down. But where are you starting from? Are you starting from super robust and you can handle the breakdown? You will deteriorate. But if I was to do it, I would have to just get on these super powerful, it wouldn't be full carnivore. You need that lemon water in the morning, help flush the kidneys and the liver, and then the celery juice, maybe you can digest some of that meat. And then you might stand a fighting chance. I almost drank my whole tube. So I think we're done here. Let me know down below if the carnivore diet is regenerating your kidneys because you eat kidneys and you think that's how life works. Post that down below. Thank you so much for watching the video. Consider thumbing it up if you liked it.
Yeah, like, again, same recommendation to him that I give to everybody in every situation. Like, what did he say? Like, it's greasy. Like, if you don't cook it, it's not greasy, right? If you cook it in oil or you like cook it so like the fat, becomes greasy, then it's greasy, right? If you get lean cuts of meat, it's not greasy. There's no fat, right? If you are like waking up and having lemon water, I don't know. I've never been a fan of this like lemon water shit. And also I need my coffee, like, as you guys can see. Yeah, so like I don't agree with that. Like, I'd rather have coffee, basically, is what I'm saying. And what else did he say? Eat once a day, dog. Eat raw meat. Don't eat it with ketchup. Like, just eat it with like some salt or some hot sauce or something. I guess you can keep doing your monkey strength workout, but like, why don't you do cardio? Is it like you get a stomach ache or something? Like, I'm genuinely asking. Like, has he mentioned this in any video? You know, why don't is that not part of the monkey strength program? I think it should be. I know monkeys don't do cardio, but they kind of do, because like they live in like the jungle and shit, you know. Get some sun also, brosif. Like, this is not the face of a man who goes outside frequently. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. Like, is this not obvious to people? I don't know. Cut down on the juice. Like, you don't need it. You know what I mean? You don't need the juice. Like, the juice or the fruit or whatever, that's like a dessert. You know what I mean? That's like after you eat 90% of your calories from raw meat or raw eggs, which is very easy on your digestion, by the way. Then if you still want, you can have some fruit afterwards, because like, you know, it's like dessert basically, and it's very satisfying, like actual like shitty food. I mean, it gives the same satisfying feeling as eating, you know, donuts or whatever. Anyway, that was my video about my bro VP, Vegetable Police. If you guys have any other recommendations for YouTubers or videos, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.